What's up everyone, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about how to stay motivated when you're training alone and really push yourself. Before we even start the session, I came up with a structure for the session. I think it's important to have an idea of what you want to work on before you even get out on the field, and you don't need to have everything written down, but at least have an idea. So let's say you want to work on passing, maybe come up with 3 or 4 baseline drills that you can use and then kind of guide the session off of that. But having this is important because it keeps you on track, it keeps you focused, it's something you need to follow, and it will keep you motivated throughout the session. So I'm going to head down, do the warm-up, and then we'll get started. So when you're out on the field training alone, make sure it's with a purpose, it's deliberate, and you're focused throughout the entire session. If you haven't tried something like writing down your drills or coming up with a session structure, I definitely recommend trying it out. You have nothing to lose and it could really benefit you. Basically what I do is with the drills, I break them down based off of reps or timed intervals. So let's say the first drill is wall passes, 30 reps. The way I motivate myself and challenge myself is I ask myself the question, can I get the 30 reps? Perfect. So as the ball's coming off the wall, can I set myself up well with the first touch to execute perfectly on that second pass? And it's proving yourself right. If you know you're gonna do 30 reps, well, might as well try and execute as perfectly as possible on the 30 reps. And if you mess up, because everyone's gonna mess up, another way I challenge myself is how quickly can I bounce back? Because every single person, every single player in a game, in trainings, you're gonna mess up. But what separates a great player is how quickly can you bounce back. So if the first 15 reps are perfect, rep number 16 you mess up, well, are you going to mess up 17, 18, 19? Or can you quickly bounce back off of that and then execute on the next rep? So that's how I keep myself motivated and keep myself challenged, whether it's 20 reps, 30 reps, 40 reps, set a rep range and make that your goal to achieve. The other method I use to keep myself pushing is timed intervals, because it keeps you pushing until the timer ends and you can't stop early. So let's say you want to work on your dribbling. Instead of just going out there and stopping when you're tired and having a water break, set yourself up for, let's say, 4 sets of 30 seconds, because you know those 30 seconds you have to be putting in the work, and you can't stop at 18 seconds just because you're tired. You have to push yourself. So the timer kind of acts like a coach, and it really pushes you and motivates you to put in that work. So what I use is I use an app on my phone called Seconds. You can do interval training, you can do all sorts of things, but you know when you set up a certain thing, you have to finish it, and it really keeps you pushing. Another tip you can use when you're feeling demotivated is asking the why. So why are you out here on the field right now? Why are you training? Why are you spending your next hour out here when you could be doing something else? And when you ask yourself this question, and it should be your own personal answers, don't just say, I'm trying to get better. Really dig deep. So why are you trying to get better? Well, let's say because I want to play on my college team in the fall. Why do you want to play on your college team in the fall? Because I want to be a varsity student athlete. Why do you want to be a varsity student athlete? Because I know these years are going to be some of the most precious of my life. I'm going to learn a lot of life skills, and I want to have that experience. So once you dig down that deep, you're really going to understand your why. Like, why are you out here today? And that's gonna fuel you, that's gonna motivate you, and that's gonna make sure you're making the most out of your time. So this is something that I use in all areas of life, and that's wanting to become the best version of myself and showcasing that in everything that I do. So if I know my next hour is out on the field, well then I might as well give it my all in this next hour. And that means if I'm making a sprint across the field, I'm gonna be doing it as fast as possible. If I'm doing a specific drill, I'm gonna execute as best as possible. And it's just that curiosity of wanting to discover the best version of yourself. Everybody has potential they can hit to varying degrees, and the only way you're going to be able to discover that potential is by putting in the work. And that means number 1, showing up, and number 2, when you show up, that effort bar is hitting 100%. You're executing to the best of your abilities on every single drill, on every single task that you do, because that's going to help you achieve that outcome or that best possible version of yourself. And that's what helps me keep motivated when I'm out on the field. I know putting in this work here will help me get one step closer to unlocking that outcome or that curiosity of where I'm going to be. So it's just wanting to be the best version of yourself, and then with everything that you do, whether it be working out, training, or doing something else, you're always putting in 100% of the work, maxing out, and showcasing the best version of yourself.